Welcome back. This is BVI Channel 1 on part 2 of what we are discussing, why we must insist on Made in Igbo project. We are talking about Igbo products, the goods and services rendered in Igboland. Think home. And why is it that our people are not patronizing it enough? In the part 1, we talked about the government's failure and the implication and why they are doing such things.
Yeah.
If you didn't follow up, you can watch the first part. We have to go off and on in order to navigate through some network problem and switch over to other networks in order to bring a better quality program to you. Now we're talking about the individuals. This we've discussed about the government, although we're going to still touch one or two things on that too. Now, the individuals. I've shared my experience with you. And in case you want to, watch that video, my experience on how I bought eBay to battery. I have to mention it. eBay to battery. My experience the day I went to buy eBay to battery. How it turned out that it is far better than all the foreign ones. And I used that opportunity to tell Igbo to patronize the battery. Not just that, but other products made in Igboland because of the spillover effect. Because I don't see the reason, the rationale behind we go they patronize foreign products. Our businessmen go gather all the money where they don't sell from our pockets, carry and go China. And as they carry and go China, or carry and go other countries, then the country will now continue to boom their economy, continue to create employment for their people. And my brother, my sister, you and I, go sell in fatherland to look for visa, to go to China, to look for the job you created for them in the faraway China, in the faraway China. So it is pathetic, and that is why we needed to put our mouth in this. You can come in, my brother. In case you don't know, he is Ndubisi Adenugu. He asked me that I should call him village economist, but I know he is a seasoned economist. Go on.
My head is scattering seriously, and like I said before, it's like mathematics turned upside down.
Yeah.
Those of us here shouldn't be leading this crusade in favor of made in laible products. It is those we elected to represent us in government that should be pushing this, using policies to drive our consumption pattern to begin to think home and think about our home product. It starts from me and it starts from Chinedu. He has just told us about the battery case in favor of Ibeto, yes. And my own case here, I am Igbo-centric. I am Biafra-centric.
That is all we're doing.
I am not hiding it. Starting with this suit, Chinedu, you knew how I got it from Aba here.
Yes.
My shoe here, I insisted that I have to go to Aba and get it. I have so many of all these marketers coming to market their made in China suit, and I said, no, I have to go to Aba to patronize that young man there that has his family to take care of. I want my money to revolve within our land. We need to understand this thing. It's not about going to school. It's not about being seasoned economists or not being seasoned economists. This is about common sense. We are now putting yes, there is something like common sense. That is why we say village sense. You need to have village sense for you to understand that I today go here, if you make your money here, you spend it here, the thing has vicious circle effect. There was a time in China that China has to shut down their economy, close down their economy. You say we cannot survive, we can exist without external forces, without importation, without other countries' goods. Let's shut our borders and see how we can survive. And today, China has survived. We can make deliberate policies, unconsciously. We can just take decisions within ourselves to begin to look for, those products we produce within our land. It is not something that is written. It is not something that your sponsor has bill to go to national houses as assembly and say you must consume a made in laible product. No. It is something that has to come from inside us. It is a decision that we have to take in favor of our local economy. And that is the starting point. We are starting right here on this platform, BVI Channel 1, to tell our people that first order freedom starts from mental freedom. Thereafter, you have economic freedom. And that is the stage where we are right now. We are at the stage of telling our people that we have to bring our wealth home. Not just bringing it home, but retaining it at home. That wealth has to be retained within our land. So this is the message we are passing on to our people using BVI platform to tell us that millions of our people are stranded across the world, and the expectation.
Please, we are having some issues. We are going to really come right back. We must continue. Whether the devil like it or not. If for this program, I get message and maybe MEC. You know the kind of place we are in, we are operating from. Some people call it the heart of darkness. No never, no nothing. If for the kind of mess we are into. This is a live program. In fact, it is even good everybody is seeing it. Good. That is why you must be part of what we are doing. If I remember, not easy. Please continue, fire on my brother. We must continue this thing. And our people must get this sense by force, whether they like it or not. Go on.
So it is the sense, the local sense, that we should begin to appreciate what we have locally made within our land. Outside that, I also want to say one thing about some of us that are investors or manufacturers. An average Igbo man does not consider advertising his product, packaging, and rebranding his product as important. You know, they pass through all sorts of stress, just like Chineke is passing stress to produce this final product to all of you. And, he's passing through stress and a lot of crises coming from left, right hand side, distracting him, but he remains focused. At the end of the day, it is media product that is selling to the public. The money comes into the media product. The expectation is that he should use that money to improve on the quality of output that will go to the public. The issue I have with some of our people, because we have to discuss these things here, so that our people will understand what we are doing the right way, and again, what we are not doing rightly that should be improved upon, so that at the end of the day, we have a better society for all of us. What I've noticed is that people who invest so much money in a particular business line, that business line will start yielding dividends in terms of profitability. Then you see them diversifying. You see them looking sideways, looking for other business opportunities to put in their money. An average Igbo man, is overambitious. Overambitious to the extent that he wants to do everything. Somebody is into media services. He wants to go into property. He wants to go into production. He wants to start producing pure water. From pure water, he wants to, somebody will tell him, it is Sienna, it is Boss. If you buy Boss, you start making money. He moves some portion of his money, investment, to transportation business. You call in an average Igbo man like this, that is a millionaire. You end up seeing him putting his hands everywhere. Tomorrow, one business will come in. He will be advised that you will make more money than you are making now. You will leave that in that he has put in and invested so much time and resources and move to the next one. The point I'm making now is that it is from research, it's from our personal contact and interaction that we've noticed that we need to start specializing areas of specialization. We must not do everything. We need to start allocating resources, that will help us to improve that upon which we have spent years trying to build up. Chineda, I don't know if you are with me.
I'm with you. But we need to go on another break. Please give us another 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
We, we're
Welcome back again. And like I said, we must continue no matter the distraction we are having. This is a very important program for us, and that is why we are bent on making sure that this program continues. And I will admonish the very few, because when things like this happen, it interrupts our audience and also reduce the number of people that are watching. But no matter the number of people that are watching, make sure you keep sharing this video. Let the people get the new link. Let them get this information, because all is very important. No matter how they try to sabotage the mental freedom of our people, which is very important. And this one is the real and critical area talking about the economy of the Southeast. And we don't want to joke with it. We are talking about the inferiority complex of our people when it comes to do with their attitude to Igbo products or made in Igbo products. Someone will prefer foreign shoes than made in Aba shoes. And likewise, taking money all the way to Italy to employ and empower people economically there, while our people are here. So my church, praying, fasting, and prayer, carrying passport to travel to those places in order to access job that our people here are busy creating for them. If it doesn't break your heart, it breaks my heart.
The thing is mind-boggling.
It breaks my heart.
Mind-boggling.
In fact, I know on matters arising, I'm still going to raise this issue so that more people will get this message. It's very, very important. Now, how do we? You say that you don't need to go to House of Assembly to pass any bill.
No.
It starts from individuals first.
It starts from individual. It has to start from me, seated here inside the studio. I've already started doing that. Patronizing locally made clothes, starting with my wares, my dress code, whatever thing I want to dress. I already have a standby tailor in Aba that every month I have some percentage of proportion of my salary allocated to that, and that I believe that it will empower the household of that man.
Yes.
Because this is the same money that would have gone to imported clothes, and by so doing, you're encouraging importation. Like I said, it is something that has to do with us individually. It's not something we just keep on blaming the next person or keep on complaining every day. We are complaining that things are not working. But it is something that we have to make it happen. It is something that we just have to understand that it starts from me, you Chinedu, and then the next person. And BVI being a media platform that has been built over the years, and is a media platform that has been able to bring people together all over the world. Those of our friends watching us from the diaspora can always put their calls in their village and tell them what they heard from us today. That this thing starts from us, that we need to start doing it. And when we start doing it from there, you'll be surprised the level and the extent it will get. It will get to a certain point where what you call mob action will take place. You know,
Yeah.
people will take over the campaign, and behold, before you know it, it is made. If it's not made in Igbo, it is nothing. Not made in laible, it is nothing. Where we cannot produce it, we will look for alternates. Where there is scarcity, and that is where business opportunity comes up. Where the need comes up and people start looking for a particular product, business opportunity will come up there. So the simple message this evening is for us to think home and think of patronizing our brothers and sisters that are producing that small products within our neighborhood. It mustn't be a big, gigantic structure. It could be just small factory behind our house. By you patronizing that guy, what it means is that you are encouraging economic development of our life.
And also creating jobs.
Of course, now no economic activities.
Yeah, because see, when you are talking about some of these big grammar, you professors.
Okay.
You know, you talk about.
I go with you, Chineke. Don't go, I told you I'm a village person. So I'm a village person, my dear.
Now you guys have seen it, you guys have had it. Honestly speaking, it's not a joke, it's not a laughing matter, but sometimes you have to laugh it out to ease the tension.
Yeah, of course.
Because our goes where they are here, you will understand that it is not easy.
It's quite frustrating.
And our problem, as the people what killed an Igbo man is in the annals of an Igbo man. What is destroying us is in our, and we are the ones, the architect of our misfortunes.
That's true.
Let us leave aside what Nigeria government is doing to our people. The economic sabotage, the non-airport and the seaport. In fact, by the way, why would our people be crying of seaport? Is it not the seaport they used to bring in goods? If our people is saying that there is no seaport for us to export our goods out, I think it will make better sense.
Yes.
If you go to wharf, our people, some of them pride themselves that they are importing cheap load of. It's no longer importing containers. Is that importing cheap load of goods that can be produced here? I understand the reason why some of us prefer, or some of the importers actually prefer foreign goods. It's because it is cheap. Considering factors of production over there, you can imagine bringing product all the way from China. How many hours away from us? How many miles from us? And they will bring it here, and it will still compete much more better than our own, because even like the battery I told you about, it is very much expensive than the imported ones.
It's very expensive, but
considering the factors of production, considering so many factors, there is no power. Are we not the ones sweating? They took light. Yes, yes, we are not secular media. We are here to say it the way it is. They took light, and we are struggling to change over. In the middle of broadcast, we allowed it to be like that. We could have even said, let us run all through generator, so that there will not be interruption. Let there be interruption, so that the world will see the darkness we are into. And also for you to understand that we are running below our budget line. So that is why some of the things have to be happening, so that we will understand these things. Now, we are now saying the factors that are against us, we understand it. The external factors.
Yeah.
But the ones we did to ourselves. And that has to start from mental freedom.
We have
mental revolution. And that is what we are doing. So, I admonish you to continue following what we are doing. That is what we're talking about. You have seen it. Very soon now, they will you see that they are trying to switch, and I think our technicians out there are trying to resolve some certain things. But that is what we have found ourselves. That is kind of shame we have found ourselves. So just stay tuned. Don't go away. We are back again. Though very frustrating, I think you have seen how we have been doing it here.
Yes.
In fact, this one is a drama. We have seen all these things now. And I believe our people out there, you will pity us. And how we run our stores here. It's it's unpredictable. But the message is what is very much important. The message is what is very much important to us. And we appreciate all our viewers who have sticked on this platform, supporting us, sharing content, asking people to subscribe, spreading the message, which is the most important thing, because the Bible tells us, say, faith cometh from hearing.
That's true.
And it is only when we speak, now people go hear and have faith. And we are telling you that you need to have faith in made in Igboland products. We have spoken. Do you have any parting words? Because we'll be wrapping up.
Yes, faith comes by hearing, and you've heard us. It is message of hope. There is hope. At least we have seen people, young people, who have left everything they're doing to come over here to preach the message of hope for our people. We have been liberated. If you talk about liberation, if you talk about freedom, to a very large extent, we have gotten the message. The next stage now is for us to go and do it. And doing it is for us to start coming together. The last time I talked about having a credible platform, that the disconnection we used to have before now is the issue of trust. Who do we trust? Who do we believe in? You stay overseas, you stay in diaspora, you don't know, or you don't appreciate, you don't have confidence in platform existing right here in our land. And we say that we have provided a platform for you. You have seen young people who have done this for over the years. They have consistently, continuously persisted in passing on this message to you. So the issue of trust has been taken care of. If you are talking about who do we talk to or who do we trust, then you know that you are just like they say, Johnny just come. But if you are not just Johnny just come, the stage we are into now is what should we do? How do we come in to assist you? You know, the last time somebody was asking in the studio here, what do we do to assist you? Chinedu himself, if he didn't know what to say, as one of them
too much.
One of them is the jail. You can
a
say,
whole lot of
if
things.
somebody
Where will
gives
you start from?
If somebody gives you brand new gel with inverter system here, this issue of light will be taken care of.
Exactly.
But because you have limited was down here, and there are some people who believe that down the line he will pack up and give up. 2 years down the line, he hasn't given up. But every day he keeps on improving. So the issue of having people who should be trusted, you know, you already seen them. Now, the left that should be done is for our people to come together within a platform and see how to support that platform. Rome was not built in a day. It takes years like this. If we have just few people, 100, 200 people coming together to say, what should we do? Already our people know what to do. In terms of technology, in terms of going out there to see young men and women who have the knowledge, they have the time, they have the strength, but all what they need is just peanuts to start farming, to start putting something down in a farm, and within 2 years, they recoup that cost of investment and start paying back. But they cannot access that money. They cannot go to the bank to access that money because they do not have collateral. They cannot go to government to access grants because government is overwhelmed with the needs of the people. There are so many needs that government at the point become confused. So many of them are confused inside the government houses. I've gone there and I've seen them. When I get there, myself, instead of being angry, I sympathize with them, the state of their confusion. Because you have where you have 1 billion naira and the needs you have facing you is about 300 billion naira. So where do you start from? So where they start from is to take care of the evident families first and say, let the system come down so that we'll start doing it all over again. So finally, we know there is a hope. I know we have beautiful people spread all over the world. We have beautiful people with beautiful ideas. We have fine gentlemen. We have people with brain, people who are go-getters, people who are hanging on somewhere and waiting for the right set of people to come up. I want to assure you that, you know, there is hope. God has blessed our land so much with abundant human resources, material resources, and otherwise, the best weather you can think of, we have there here. What is just waiting is to begin to join the loose ends because there are so many loose ends. Somebody has to be there to join them, and that is what BVI is doing. BVI is trying to bring them together. Bring the deficit and surplus sector, bring the poor man and the rich man, bring those who are sick and those who are strong, bring the veterans, the war veterans, bring them to connect them to the position of authority, bring the farmers together. Then bring those who have excess money. There are people who have billions of naira, but their need is that where do we put that money? How do we use it to affect people's life such that it will improve the loss of the society or such that it will be appreciated? So you have all these kind of players in the system. Somebody has to come in between and say, trust me, I can do this job for you. And I think Chinedu has come up to do that. Outside that, government sector can also do. But right now, we do not have the right set of people in government. The reason being that we weren't part of the process that brought them to where they are. The people that brought them to where they are the caliphates or somebody behind the scene using the almighty DSS and almighty security forces to package somebody and make him a governor. And all of a sudden you start calling on phone, expecting miracle to happen. It will not happen. It is until you start, like you have seen Chinedu here, and you start and say, I know this man, I was giving him 2,000 naira to buy fuel. In fact, the other time I bought something, voters at the end of the day, you have about less than 500,000 making him governor. So, what do you expect him to do? What moral right do you have to call him to order, to come and work for you, when you were not part of the process that produced him as a governor? So, these are the things we are saying, that we have young men and women who have the knowledge, who have the common sense, the wisdom, knowledge is not something. Wisdom is not what you buy from school. You go to school to know how to write, write and speak. But you don't go there to corner wisdom for yourself. Mm-hmm. Wisdom is gotten from your village. Go back to your village. They will teach you wisdom. So it's not about having 4 PhDs or being a professor. No, it is about having that common sense. I can assure you, my dear people, that we got people who have common sense, who can reason, that we love all of you, and it's because of the love we have for our people that has made us to donate our intellectual property, donate our time, donate our, in fact, financial resources too, to ensure that this voice is heard and will be continuously be heard, and we must continue moving forward. Go backwards, we can't go back.
Definitely.
Whether EEDC likes it or not.
Whether they
or whether anybody, bad road, or whether witches and wizards.
Bad network. I don't believe in witches and wizards.
Charlie Boy said he has pencil for that.
With the chop witch.
That you can take care of the witches and wizards. So I want to thank you all, and keep on keeping on, keep on following us, keep on believing in us, keep on spreading our message, keep on sending referrals, keep on recommending this platform to people, that in BVI you come here to hear the home truth and nothing but the truth, devoid of propaganda to make your heart happy. Somebody can tell you something that pleases your heart today, the next day you discover that it is lie. Keep on living. But here we'll tell you the hard truth and nothing but the truth. Mm-hmm. On economy, my dear, what is holding it is for people to believe in one platform, just one platform. You can believe in this media. If you believe in this media, you can see how miracle will happen in our economic situation. Because just single media can connect millions of businesses across the world. We can build business empire by men coming here to listen to the message that there is a seller somewhere and there is a buyer somewhere, and you connect 2 of them. What is holding our people is that some of our people are too overambitious. They will make all the money. They want to make money for themselves, make for their children, make for their grandchildren, make for their great-grandchildren. But if our people will begin to think of investing in that will better the loss of everybody. Chinedu, I don't know, if you come to Oko and one person has money and 30 others don't have money, can you say that one person has money?
No.
It's only one person has money. Then he thinks of the other 29. What do I do to bring all of them that up? What kind of thing will I put in place that will empower them? It's not that
not about
every weekend when I come in like this, I'll start sharing 20,000 to them. No. It is what kind of system will I build
to empower them
so that they will come and be working there and be making their money. And even their children will grow up and start working. And I'm even thinking of buying stock, making them part of the business. I think the moment you start thinking that towards that direction, then you know that you are thinking about humanity. God will be happy with you. This is the direction I want us to do. And if you think towards that direction, Sky, who is just the beginning, is not our limit. We will cease and we will stop from blame game, castigating the Fulanis and the Caliphates and telling them that they done this or they done the other one. We have to do it ourselves.
Exactly.
God created us to be geniuses. God created us to have a premier, somebody said, hey,
it's true.
So another am school.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is all we can take for now. Despite the turbulence, the distractions, the ups and downs, we've come to the closing line of this program, and I must tell you, this discussion will continue next week.
Yes.
Every Friday, join us on ECOSI, Economy of the South, where we lay it there. Some calls want to come in, but network is really horrible. It's raining heavily outside. I think that's one of the causes. But stay with us, keep subscribing, keep sharing, drop your comments. you've seen how the whole things are. You've seen how we are toiling day and night to bring you this message because we believe in the mental freedom of our people, kickstarting mental revolution of our people. Because that is the bedrock, the foundation for every genuine freedom.
That's true.
So we implore you to continue being the real Biafran that you are. Exhibit the spirit of Biafra, the spirit of equity, fairness, and justice. And there can never be justice without truth. That is why we insist on the truth. Nothing but the truth. We don't say something that is like the truth. No, here we say it the way it is. We say it, we say it. So that is our mantra. And also believe in let your work
Speak for you.
Yes. So on that, I'm saying goodbye. God bless you all. Until we come back right again, we'll be having our normal series of our live programs, family affairs, economy of the Southeast, other wonderful programs, Matters of Rising. And I will bring in this issue on the Matters of Rising so that those who couldn't join us live will also watch. Thank you, and may God keep you and bless you all the way. Goodbye, and God bless you.